Well, good afternoon to the Fab Five. Cleo, Winnie, Sterling, Roman, and James. Well, today was one rainy day, but we didn't have a little bit of rain. We had a lot of rain. It was up in the sky. We could see the dark clouds where the rain fell down, making puddles all over the place. So I am going to read a story. There's a he in the story, and he will be doing silly things because, yes, it is Scooby-Doo. Again, I have never seen Scooby's mom. I'm sure she's a very nice doggy, but she's not in any of the stories. Will be in the story, are. It's happy Halloween time. It is not, it's not sunny outside today. And you will hear a story. I don't want to go out right now because it's raining. No is a word we will probably see. Were. I still don't know who Scooby's dad is. He is never in the story. 2, we're going to read a story, maybe 2 stories. And hopefully it won't be too scary for you. So, what is this book? This book. It is a story about the witching hour. The witching hour. It's a Halloween story with Scooby-Doo. All right, let's turn so we can both read the story together. Scooby-Doo and the witching hour. Woohoo! He looks scared already. Look at those pumpkins. I think you guys have been carving pumpkins lately. Do yours look kind of scary like those? Look at up here. It appears to be a witch. The witching hour. Oh, now look at that. Shaggy looks like a mummy. I'm not sure what Scooby's dressed up with that hair. Oh, and here we have that witch. Ooh. Okay, well, here we have Shaggy and Scooby and a bunch of pumpkins. And what does the story say? Well, it was Halloween. Scooby and Shaggy were picking out a pumpkin. I like looking out of the pumpkin, Scoob. That is a lot of pumpkin pie. I'll race you to the biggest one, said Shaggy. Look at all these pumpkins. Oh, look. Oh, that appears to be a witch over there. Scooby's putting that pumpkin on his head. Shaggy looked all over the pumpkin patch. Woo, said Scooby, trying to scare Shaggy. And Shaggy was scared, but not by Scooby. He was scared by who's standing behind Scooby. Shaggy looks a little scared. Look at that witch and a broomstick. Somebody dropped the pumpkin. Ooh. It was a mean green witch that scared Shaggy. Zoinks! Like, let's make some tracks, and fast, said Shaggy. And the witch chased them out of the pumpkin patch. What do we have here? We have a picture of Whirly Word. There's a poster there. And there's Scooby's friends. "Check this out, gang," called Fred. Wendy Waters is opening a water park." "Cheaper," said Daphne. "There's no room in town for a Whirlyword." "Oh, that hasn't stopped her," said Velma. "She wants the whole town to sell her some land." Look at these two running down the road. They were scared by that witch. All of a sudden, Shaggy and Scooby almost ran the gang down. "Whoa there," said Fred. "Where's the fire?" "Boy, am I glad to see you guys and to get away from that creepy witch," said Shaggy. It was time for a Halloween party at the pumpkin patch. "Like no way am I going back to that creepy place," said Shaggy. "That's too bad," said Fred. "You will miss all that good food." They made me rethink this. Look at, it looks like Velma is a pirate. Fred looks like Frankenstein. Daphne, is Daphne like a vampire? Okay. Shaggy and Scooby didn't need to hear any more. "Food, food," said Scooby. "Like we are there," said Shaggy. We know how much they love food. Looks like they're on a hayride. Scooby and Shaggy joined the gang for a big party, but they were still worried. "Like I sure hope that weird old witch doesn't show up," said Shaggy. What do you think? Do we see the witch in that picture? We see people dressed up. We see pumpkins. I don't see a witch. Scooby and Shaggy didn't waste any time finding food. Well, now we know he's a mummy. And Scooby, I don't know, is he a hippie? But they didn't just find food, they found the witch. Ah! So the witch, there's the witch. Well, here they are, trying to tell all these people. And these are just normal people, but they're dressed up in their Halloween costumes. "Help, help, help, help," said Scooby. "Zoinks! The creepy witch is back," said Shaggy. "That's an old story," said Velma. "No, it's true, it's true. We've seen her." And we had, cried a group of kids. They all said, "Yeah, they've seen that witch." "Sounds like we have a mystery on our hands," said Fred. Well, they love solving mysteries. "Like I'm with you, pal," said Shaggy. "We're out of here." Now we know that they're always afraid to help out, but they end up helping out. So what's going to happen here? "Will you stay for a Scooby snack?" asked Daphne. Scooby couldn't say no to a Scooby snack, so he and Shaggy agreed that they were going to help. Well, let's see. Oh, they all look a little scared in this picture. Let's see what's happening. Fred, Daphne, and Velma headed to the barn. They wanted to check the last place that the witch had been. Daphne tripped on a loose board. "Cheapers!" she cried as she was tripping. The witch's voice rang out again. "Ah, ah, ah!" Hey, it looks like stepping on this board started that recording. When she stepped on the board, all of a sudden you could hear the witch's voice. Fred, Daphne, and Velma found one more clue inside the barn. Hey, now we know that the witch flies through the air. Now we know how she does that. There's the witch flying through the air. How does she do that? Wait a minute. See that computer screen? And the witch is on there, and look, they project that up on the wall there, and there's that witch. It's all thanks to a slideshow, added Daphne. I think it's time to find out who's dressing up like a witch, said Fred. Ooh, there's the witch. And Shaggy and Scooby are sure scared. Shaggy and Scooby had already found the witch. They tried to run away, but they didn't get very far. Shaggy's bandages got caught on a nail. Where's the nail? Probably there. They got caught. Now Shaggy and Scooby could only run in circles. And the more they ran, the more the bandages unrolled. Luckily, the bandages wound around the witch. And soon they had tied up the witch. See that? Now we're going to find out who that witch is. All right, here comes the game. There's only one person who wants land bad enough to scare kids, said Velma. And who is it? Oh, it's that Waters lady. If it weren't for your meddling kids, said Wendy Waters, I would have gotten the land called Whirlyword. So she was the one pretending to be the witch. Oh, my goodness. Well, here we are back at the park. Oh, look at all that food. Shaggy and Scooby look pretty darn happy with that food. With the witch mystery solved, it was time to have fun. Rummy, said Scooby, licking his chops. Like you said it, Scoob. They shared a giant pile of treats. Happy Halloween. All right, that is our Scooby story today. Since we have a little more time, I'm going to read another story. I might have read this one already, but you can hear it again. Charlie and Mouse. This in different stories. Lumps, the party, rocks, and bedtime banana. Bedtime banana. So here we have Charlie and Mouse. Where do you think Mouse is? Lumps. Charlie woke up. There was a lump beside him. He poked at the lump, and the lump moaned. Are you awake? Charlie asked. No, said the lump. I am sleeping. How can you be sleeping? Asked Charlie. You're talking. The lump stopped talking. Charlie poked the lump again. Get up, he said to the lump. The lump did not get up. Get up, Charlie said to the lump. Today is a neighborhood party. It is? Said the lump. Yes, it is, said Charlie. So look what the lump was. It could be Mouse. The lump turned into Mouse, and Mouse ran down the hall. Mom, said Mouse. Dad. He opened the door. He found 2 lumps. Mouse poked one of the lumps. Are you awake? No, said the lump. We are sleeping. Well, how can you be sleeping? Asked Mouse. You are talking. I am a mom, said the lump. I can do whatever I want. So there is a mom and a dad in this story. And those are 2 of the words we have. We have learned those 2 words. Well, that's the end of the lump story. Here's the party story. So Mom and Dad did get up. Hooray, today is a party, shouted Charlie. Today is a neighborhood party, shouted Mouse. Everyone will be there, shouted Charlie. And they danced around the kitchen. Where's the party going to be? Asked Dad. It is at the playground, said Charlie. When is it going to be? Asked Mom. Now, said Charlie. Sounds fun, said Dad. I'll bring cookies. The four of them set out and they pulled a blanket in the wagon and they brought cookies. Look at all the people they see on the way. Halfway down the street, Charlie and Mouse saw Helen and Lily and Sam. Helen and Lily were climbing a tree and Sam was watching. Where you going? Asked Lily. Today is a neighborhood party, shouted Mouse. Come on. Helen and Lily and Sam followed the wagon. A few houses down, Charlie and Mouse saw Jack and Max. Jack and Max were digging a hole. Where you going? Asked Jack. Today's a neighborhood party, shouted Charlie. Come on. Jack and Max followed Helen and Lily and Sam, and they followed the wagon. So, now who is this? When they turned onto Woodland Avenue, Charlie and Mouse saw Tess and Lottie. Tess and Lottie were playing on the porch. Where you going? Asked Tess. Today is a neighborhood party, shouted everyone. Come on. So here they all are in a row, following that wagon. Tess and Lottie followed Jax and Max, who followed Helen and Lily and Sam, who followed the wagon. Charlie and Mouse passed Spencer's house. They passed Marley's house. They passed Nora Ann's house. Baby Sylvia rode in the wagon with the blanket. Soon they could all see the playground. Hooray, shouted Charlie. Soon we will all be at the party. They got to the playground. Ooh, this looks like a pretty good playground. And the playground was empty. Nobody was there. It was the best party ever. Because look, they got to play on everything and nobody else was there. That's that story. This story is Rocks. And here we have Mouse and Charlie and a bunch of stuff they put under the couch there. I wish I had some money, said Charlie. Yes, said Mouse. I wish I had money too. How can we get money? Asked Charlie. Oh, that's a good question, said Mouse. Let me think. So there they are sitting on their porch thinking. Mouse thought, I know, said Mouse. We will sell something. Hey, that's a good idea, said Charlie. But what will we sell? Well, let me think again, said Mouse. And Mouse thought, I know, said Mouse. We have lots of rocks. We will sell rocks. Hey, good idea, said Charlie. You are very smart, Mouse. Well, thank you, said Mouse. Charlie and Mouse loaded the wagon with their very best rocks. And they pulled the wagon down the street. They pulled it to Mr. Eric and Mr. Bagel's house. And they knocked on the door. Well, there is Mr. Eric and Mr. Michael. Do you need any rocks today? Asked Mouse. No, said Mr. Eric. We have too many rocks already. But if you will take ours away, I will give you $1. Okay, said Charlie. Okay, said Mouse. Charlie and Mouse took away Mr. Eric's rocks. Charlie and Mouse pulled their wagon to Miss Margaret's house. Knocked on her door. Do you need any rocks today? Said Charlie. Oh, heavens, no, said Miss Margaret. My garden is full of them. But if you will dig them up, I will pay you $1. Charlie and Mouse dug up Miss Margaret's rocks. Look at this. They're at the ice cream store. They tried to pull the wagon home, but it was very hard. So many rocks. Look at all the rocks there. I mean, they're heavy. Charlie and Mouse stopped to rest, and they were very hot. They were very tired. Well, we probably need a snack, said Charlie, to sustain us. Good thinking, said Mouse. How much is that ice cream? Oh, look, looks like it's $1 for the ice cream. Look what happened. They got those $2, and I think they spent them on ice cream because the next one says, "Oh, I wish I had some money," said Charlie. So they spent the money they got. Okay, the last story is Bedtime Banana. Charlie and Mouse were in their pajamas brushing their teeth. "Now it's time for bed," said Mom. "Not without a story," said Charlie. "No," said Mom, "of course not. Not without a bedtime story." She read Charlie and Mouse a bedtime story. "Now it's time for bed," said Mom. "Not without a song," said Mouse. "No," said Mom, "of course not. Not without a bedtime song." So she sang Charlie and Mouse a bedtime song. "Now it's time for bed," said Mom. "Not without a banana," said Charlie. "A banana?" said Mom. "We need a banana," said Charlie. "You need a banana?" Mouse nodded. "Charlie's right. We cannot go to sleep without a bedtime banana." "I have never heard of a bedtime banana," said Mom. "Is that a thing?" Charlie and Mouse nodded. "Oh, it's a thing." "Okay," said Mom. 2 bedtime bananas coming right up." Mom brought them each a banana, and Charlie and Mouse ate the bananas. "Oh, now you have to brush your teeth again," said Mom. Charlie brushed his teeth, and Mouse brushed his teeth. It's a long time getting to bed, isn't it? They climbed back into bed, and Mom turned off the light. "Sweet dreams, little monkeys," she said. "Good. Why did she call them monkeys?" "Because monkeys love bananas. So sweet dreams, little monkeys." "Good night, Mom," said Charlie. "Good night, Mom," said Mouse. And Mom left the room. Charlie poked Mouse. "Hey, Mouse," he said. "Are you still awake?" "No," said Mouse. "I'm sleeping. But what is it?" "I was thinking," said Charlie. "Tomorrow we should ask for a bedtime popsicle." "Hey, good idea," said Mouse. "Yes," said Charlie, "it is." I don't think I've ever heard of a bedtime popsicle. And there they are sleeping. Oh, look what they're dreaming about. Dreaming about popsicles. Charlie thought about popsicles and started to feel sleepy. He turned over. There was a lump beside him in bed. It was really a very nice lump. "Good night," Charlie said, and he patted the lump. "I'm sleeping," said the lump. "I can't hear you." And that is the end of our Charlie and Mouse story. So I hope you liked our stories today. I love you all. And I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.